We live in a world more ancient than any human could ever comprehend. The vast amounts of life that once inhabited this planet are mostly lost to time, and many of these ancient life forms still fascinate us today. But one group of ancient life forms has risen above all others: the dinosaurs. Dinosaurs were life's greatest success story and ruled the Earth for over 186 million years. Represented by hundreds of known species and many more waiting to be discovered. This is the story of their times, of their rise and fall, the story of the age of reptiles. However, to truly understand the age of the dinosaurs, we must learn what came before it. 470 million years ago, the first plants colonized the land, and they quickly covered the Earth. 430 million years ago, the first fish crawled onto land during a time known as the Devonian. They quickly became the first amphibians like Tiktaalik and Ichthyostega. However, as oxygen levels rose, massive forests began to spread across the Earth, and living in them were giant arthropods, like the griffinfly Meganeura, a relative of the dragon, and damselflies. At this time, the first reptiles, which mostly resembled small lizards, evolved. Eventually, those massive forests disappeared and gave way to the cooler and drier planet of the Permian. During the Permian, the first ancestors of mammals evolved, called proto- or stem mammals. These proto-mammals were not quite mammals, having mostly cold blood and laying eggs. These proto-mammals range from herbivores like Moschops and Edaphosaurus to carnivores like Inostrancevia and Dimetrodon. But at the end of the Permian, something catastrophic happened. What is known colloquially as the Great Dying or the Permian-Triassic extinction. The cause is still debated by scientists. Some say it was an asteroid. However, the leading theory is volcanic eruptions coming from the Siberian traps in modern-day Russia. But regardless of what caused it, 95% of sea life and 70% of land life went extinct. It took millions of years, but the Earth recovered, and the descendants of the survivors of that mass extinction specialized and covered the planet. This is our own Earth, 230 million years ago, in a period known as the Triassic. It is midday over the planet's only continent, Pangaea, and life is beginning to stir. This 2,000-pound beast is an Ischigualastia. They are part of a mostly extinct family of animals called dinosaurs. This Ischigualastia is one of the last of the proto-mammals, and is the largest herbivore in its ecosystem. On its face are two tusks that are primarily used for foraging, but could be used for defense. dicynodonts are a family of proto-mammals that evolved during the Permian. They varied from small burrowers to massive herbivores. Most featured a large beak with 2 pairs of tusks, and their bodies were short and barrel-shaped, with jaws greatly expanded to fit large muscles for chewing. They survived the Great Dying and grew to large sizes, but 230 million years ago they were down to only a few species. Ischigualastia are territorial animals, and this intruder is unwanted. When used properly, their tusks are deadly weapons. The intruder has been pushed away with a nasty leg wound to boot. But out of these primordial lands, something new and revolutionary has appeared. A dinosaur. Eodromeus is one of the first dinosaurs, and he is built for speed. This one we will refer to as Adam. This primordial planet is not yet one ruled by the dinosaurs. Adam has survived, but just barely. Adam was able to keep running because of the dinosaur's highly efficient breathing system. One of the dinosaurs' great advantages is their breathing. Their breathing is one still held by modern dinosaurs like birds. Dinosaurs have something called an anterior and posterior air sac, a feature only present in dinosaurs and pterosaurs. Put simply, the anterior and posterior air sacs would have expanded as our lungs do, sucking in oxygen. This would allow the lungs to only focus on absorbing oxygen. When the dinosaur breathed out, the air sacs would contract, and the dinosaur would exhale carbon dioxide just as we do. This is Eoraptor, another species of early dinosaur. She is coming to drink. The ripples from her drinking have alerted a predator. The attacker is a Pelorocephalus. Pelorocephalus is a temnospondyl, a truly ancient lineage of amphibians. During the Devonian, they were the first animals to crawl onto land, and during the Triassic, the temnospondyls have become highly adapted for being ambush predators. Their eyes face upwards, looking at prey. They have paddle-like tails for movement through water, and a strong jaw that ensures anything in their jaws cannot escape. With these traits and being highly adaptable, the temnospondyl lineage will continue until the mid-Cretaceous. This is Saurosuchus. He is patrolling his territory. Saurosuchus need many miles of territory just to support them, and they must constantly patrol to ensure no rivals have infiltrated their domain. Here we can see Adam. A near miss. This is the Ischigualastia from earlier, still affected by its leg wound. Despite his success, the Saurosuchus has obtained a nasty leg wound. Saurosuchus is part of a family of crocodile relatives, or more formally Pseudasuchians, known as the Rawsuchians. They appeared in the mid-Triassic from small, almost dog-like ancestors, and filled the role of large carnivores after the Great Dying. Rawsuchians were the largest carnivores of their time, and wherever they were found, they were the top predators of their food chain. Unlike modern crocodiles, their legs are directly underneath their bodies, allowing them to move quickly and even run, with some species of Rawsuchians, like the North American Postasuchus, even being bipedal. Adam and a fellow Eodromeus have been attracted to the smell of death, hoping for food. Adam moves in. Despite seeming very different, dinosaurs like Eodromeus and Rawsuchians like Saurosuchus are not so different. They are both Archosaurs. Archosaurs appeared at the beginning of the Triassic, just like many others. Archosaurs, or in Latin ruling reptiles, are reptiles. However, some were warm-blooded. In general, Archosauria is divided into two different halves. Avametatarsalia, which includes dinosaurs, their relatives, and the only surviving members of Avametatarsalia are birds. The other half is Pseudasuchia, or crocodiles and their relatives. The surviving members of Pseudasuchia are crocodiles, alligators, caimans, and gharials. It has been 2 weeks. The Ischigualastia carcass has been consumed, and the Saurosuchus' leg wound has become infected. The harsh Triassic sun beats down on the arid landscape. The Saurosuchus has been immobilized by his wounds, and the infection is getting worse by the minute. He attempts to stand up, but falls back down instantly. His calls of distress have attracted Adam. In this state, the Saurosuchus is no threat to Adam. Dinosaurs from all around begin to close in on this helpless Rawsuchian. they begin to eat him, alive. With the stage set, the age of dinosaurs is about to begin. In the coming millions of years, Eoraptor and Eodromeus will take very different paths, with one becoming a generalist herbivore, and one becoming a deadly meat eater.